So first of all, Olga, thank you so much for finding time to do that. It's really wonderful. I hope more people will join us. I sent everyone the messages, and thank you already, I and Emily and everyone who I see here today already. Please ask the questions because we are going to speak in details. Olga knows all of it. She knows every product, every needle, all in and out, so we can expect a very deep knowledge from this live.
Yes, I am. I'm truly, I'm proud that I'm with our lovely brand Amiea about 15 years, as we counted now, yes?
Yes,
Actually,
indeed.
from the beginning of this brand, I joined the Amiea, and I'm still work with Amiea and only, and I still think that it's the best in the world. I never changed my mind. I tried everything.
Look how wonderful is that. And today we are talking about advanced microneedling with our new universal microneedling cartridges, which we have 3 types. So we are going to speak more in details about that because for some of you it's something new, completely different. And first of all, before we go more deeper, how would you say these microneedling cartridges differ from standard dermapens, which are like you can buy anywhere now on Amazon and all sorts of things? What is the advantages of having a cartridges compared to dermapens?
I can say the main point is to use microneedling cartridges from Amiea. Is this a German production, not any Chinese or just fake needles, because all of them made from not so nice metal. You know, our goal of our company is to make everything the perfect. So these cartridges made with a medical style steel.
Yes, with a medical grade steel.
Yes, so it means that it's never гнуться, как будет, Настя?
We never bend, so we don't bend.
So it keeps this penetration all the time during the whole procedure. That's why I love to use only our production for my work with face, like eyebrows, lips, everything, and also with microneedling as well. And of course, now we have a lot of competitors, but all competitors mostly repeat us. We are first who made this procedure on the market, and others just repeat what our innovation.
So yeah, basically the first microneedling cartridges for PMU machine was done by Amiea, by Amsterdam company.
It was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I got first education about microneedling.
Yeah, and we were fitting the Amiea devices, but now we have a question here, which thanks for the question. These needles can be used with any machine. It's universal cartridges, so most of tattoo machine and the other machines can be used with that. But when there is another question, what machine is used with Amiea cartridges? I think, Olga, you know better because we're actually now talking about the original microneedling cartridges. I think it can be used with Supreme.
Before we used only with Supreme cartridges, and after Amiea produced something for the special handpiece, and on the market it is not so good, you know, to sell the only pen just for this cartridge. And now, next step, Amiea and Cheyenne, they produce the cartridges, universal cartridges for any machine. But I will use the machine artist, I mean Amiea, and it will be compatible with any machine.
And going back to the question about dermapens and microneedling cartridges, a part of that it's been a medical grade steel which has penetrate the skin at the same and without bending. What other advantages you may say if you compare these cartridges with the regular dermapens which are available at the market now?
Regular dermapen machine are very weak. It's not so precise. It's so each each heat is not the same, but our machines, you know, the German quality, each heat is exactly on its place. It's all very, very precise.
Which means obviously you have less trauma to the skin, which I assume in the end, and also better healing because of that, and so on.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. You can help me anyway, but I would like to start and during the procedure, because it takes time. During this procedure, I will answer the questions, right?
Perfect.
Okay.
Виталий Ситайский, привет. Рада, что ты к нам присоединился. Some more questions. Do Amiea have liquid solution for this treatment, or what solution do you recommend?
Can you please show us what we have? Here I wrapped everything to the plastic, because, you know, I will touch it during the procedure just to save the cleanliness of everything. So, but we have a lot of different substations for that. And you can ask your distributor about what kind of substances they have. Okay. And firstly, what I'm doing, I start with the I'm cleaning the skin. Of course, you clean only the place, only the zone what you will work with. It could be only face. It could be neck. It also could be décolleté. But to save time, I will work only with the neck and face. First of all, the makeup, the maquillage, and then I'm gonna use some peeling, because our skin is not really clean, and we have a special peeling serum. AHA peeling. AHA skin peel. Glycolic acid and salicylic acid.
So basically, these products are available only for the distributors. You cannot buy them on shopamea.com. So you can ask the local distributors in your country. If it's not available, you can always replace it with other products. Like Olga said, the first step is to clean the skin properly, which could be done with a different solution. Now we are applying the peeling with glycolic acid, which also can be replaced by some other brands, I assume.
Yes, of course. But avoid eyes area, under eyes, and also try to not to touch the zone with the permanent makeup. Those peeling is not good. But this peeling, it's a little bit щипет, как будет.
It's a little tingly. With peeling can tingle the skin a little bit.
And we need a very good light just to see how this peeling works. Because if you overuse it, it's not good for the skin, okay?
And just a question here, unfortunately, yes, the Brain and Body Collective, thank you for your question. Yes, these universal cartridges you cannot use with your Genius Pro. I think there is the only one microneedling cartridge from Vital range which can be used, but obviously it's more for the softer microneedling. So Genius Pro is not compatible with them.
Yes, and it's compatible, but you can spoil your machine.
Okay. So we don't want to spoil the machine. And I know there is the one needle from Vital range, but which actually used for the scalp, but it's more like for very superficial microneedle and not for the medical one. And about the distributors for the it won't be available on official website, Miss Goldbeck. The solutions, but it can be always buy for distributors. You can even contact Olga Kravchenko. She can also send it over to you. It's available from them, so you can message Olga later on, or you can, like I said, you can also use some other brands, other products for microneedling. We don't mind.
Как ощущение? Now she start to feel this peeling, but this peeling we have to look exactly on the skin. If it start to be more red or more white, we have to stop with a neutralizer. This is special peeling neutralizer. Why I do this? Because I need absolutely clean skin without any rest of the makeup or cream. Yes, and so we need absolutely clean surfaces. Normally we can keep it like 5 minutes, but as we don't have a lot of time, so I can use this neutralization solution just directly on your hand. And let's play to as a cosmetologist. It's also good, you know, because we can see our clients as masters of permanent makeup only maybe once a year, right? And with this procedure, you can still be in contact with your clients, with your ladies more. Yes, each week, almost you can be in contact with your clients and also earn extra money, right?
Exactly. But if there is absolute contraindications in which you won't perform microneedling treatment?
Oh, yes. Of course, there's the same contradictions as with the permanent makeup, and also, for example, if client have open pores, not pores, it's okay. It's this procedure is good for open pores. It's make them smaller. Открытые акне, такие, которые гнойные акне.
So if it's an open acne, it's like the one which is, actively, let's say, blooming. So this is something that you cannot perform. And what about rosacea?
Rosacea is also contradiction. Yes, I mean, if it's not too much, it's okay. But if this is like, the cells are so on the skin on top, and you can see this, and it's irrigated. So it's okay. After that, you have to remove very good the peeling acid, everything like this here around the ears. Yes, be sure that you removed everything from the face, and now your face absolutely clear, and we can start the procedure of microneedling. Here I have a cartridge with a 6th point, 5 millimeter steel. And also I have, just to show, the round cartridge with 18-point needles, but this is plastic, because it's mostly, the plastic we use mostly for the peeling. It will not do a lot of work like, rejuvenation or...
Basically, it won't penetrate the skin deep enough, so it's only superficial.
But this is penetrate the skin like 0.5 millimeters. And we have different plates. We have 0.3, 0.5, and 1 millimeters. And this 1 millimeters use only doctors for a scar
Tissues?
Yes, для шлифовки.
So basically, it's used mainly for the scar resurfacing.
Yes. yes, mainly because for a stretch mark, for everything. But this we can use for a face. Mostly I use them.
I think it's very important. So you'd say that 6 plate, 1 millimeters, you should not use for the
No.
face. It's only used for the medical purposes like scar and
0.3
so
or
on.
0.5 millimeters. 0.5 millimeters I like most. You can see this plate, right? And important thing is not to do certain movement, not to work with a circle, and not to work with this narrow way, you know, like this. You always have to work with the широкой поверхностью, with
You always use the larger
yeah.
surface.
And you will work with larger surfaces like this. I will show you now.
More or less 90-degree angle always.
90-degree, because then all needles work in same depth. And also we have very magical thing that this plate, it's moving and it подстраивается, как сказать.
It's adapt to the skin.
Adapt for the skin, for because our skin is not on the face is not flat. Our face is with the curved, yeah. So this plate will move with our movements together.
And would you say, if a choice of the machine, would you go for the more powerful machine when you perform microneedling?
It must be machine not powerful, but very сильная, выносливая машина.
It's kind of like it's, I mean, if you're talking about the stroke length, so if you choose 3.5 or 3.0, 2.5, which would be more suitable?
Ask me again.
Если stroke length, если мы говорим о ходе иглы, то, допустим, какая будет лучше, 3.5, 2.5 или, допустим, там 3.0, если выбирать?
Имеешь в виду на машинке скорость?
Да, stroke length, да, есть же, вот, допустим, у нас H2, 3.5.
Я на двойке буду работать. I will work with the 2.
The speed 2.
Yes, but with other, I think it must be about 6. You know,
the speed 6.
With a different with the strokes, it will be like 100.
100. And if you compare, because I know this can be suitable for H2 and for our H3 machine. H2 is more powerful, which have 3.5 millimeter stroke length, ход иглы 3.5. Вот я про это спрашиваю, с какой будет лучше работать? Посильнее ход иглы или поменьше?
Меньше. Then less is better.
So would you say like 3.0, 2.5, it's best choice for microneedling?
Yeah, but actually, I think I will use any what I have. Because
you just adjust the speed.
This machine, I will use this machine, because if I will buy the special machine for only this procedure, is not correct. So we're gonna use any.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, if you have a stronger machine,
better not to use like a 4, you know.
Yeah. And okay. So if you have stronger machine, maybe you need to be softer on the skin and work a little bit careful.
Also, not to move this plate too far away from the for the surfaces. Yeah.
So you can also adjust the plate like a normal needle in permanent makeup. You can actually adjust it. So this is how you, okay, so I hope
or if it's too high, we can scratch the skin too much, you know.
So would you say it's about a medium, like a middle?
Yes. And what I'm going to do next, I will add some drops inside of the cartridge. I choose the rejuvenation serum.
And for instance, if some of our viewers cannot get hold of this serum, what can be replaced with?
For make your client skin younger, rejuvenation. For younger skin, for example, post-acne or something, we have hydration. hydration serum. And also what we have, moisturizer. It's cream. I have two here. Maybe we have more, I don't remember, but mostly I use this, hydration and rejuvenation.
Если, например, они не могут это купить, это чем можно заменить? Ну, вот так, просто обычный гель.
Just hyaluronic acid.
So if you can't get hold of Vital range, you can always replace it with any hyaluronic acid product.
Or any cocktails what you can buy, because not all the country allowed to buy everything, from the shop. You see, I used this wider side, yes, of the cartridge, right? And most important is to work by line, and to control it, I just keep it in between my fingers and go back and forth, like 3-4 times on one place.
And it's appear like you don't really press too much on the cartridge, right? You don't have too much pressure.
Как тебе больно, не больно? Что ты чувствуешь?
Нет, не чувствую, хорошо.
She's feeling well, very well.
А ты нажимаешь на картридж сильно или нет?
Да, fully.
То есть ты прям нажимаешь на него, да? So as you can see, Olga hold the machine quite strong, and she actually applied some pressure on the cartridge when you work in the skin.
I can feel very good vibration in between my fingers. And with my fingers, I do this, this.
Yeah, as you can see, Olga kind of hold the skin, the part of the skin she works on. So you have a better control, and you can feel the vibration better as well. And you also can see the area you're working on.
Less pain.
It's also become more comfortable for the client, so the client feel less pain. And now, just to remind, we are working with a 6.0 plate, 0.5 millimeters. It's a Universal MICRONEEDLING Cartridge range. So we're using 0.6.5 millimeter.
Time to time, you can add, also moisturize the surface. Here, I would like to work with white pores.
There is a question, is the skin numb?
No, it's not necessary. It's not so painful, It's not nice, but it's not necessary any numbing. Some place I can work like this, like on batut.
So it's basically like it's like bouncing effect.
Bouncing. We on the zone what I work would like to work more accurate. With the scars working with the scars is absolutely different, because when I work with a scar, I do a lot of pressure, and I do my needle more. I move my needle more out longer.
So you have the longer strokes.
Yeah. After this, skin will be really red.
And are you working back and forth movements without taking the needles away? So it's always, needles are always stay in the skin.
Always in the skin. And always surfaces must be wet with the
lubricant.
With this hyaluronic acid, yeah. This cocktail.
Emily, thank you so much for joining. Emily is asking, which cartridge do you recommend for scars?
For scars, 1 millimeter.
Yeah, so for scars, it's other 6 plate, which have 1.0 millimeter.
I'm not sure we're selling this without a medical this license, right? No.
No, actually, the universal cartridges, the one is available. Yeah, there's only the six point and 1 millimeter is available. Yes, because and up to 1 millimeters you're allowed to use. Anything more than one, it's already medical license.
So this 1 millimeter cartridges I use for scars, and it looks really, really red with the blood, you know, until the redness. Move a little bit here.
There is a question from Ms. Goldbeck. What difference between universal and surgical steel?
Surgical steel is more hard and more more.
It's more resistant, more strong.
So because the surface is really big, so I need to be sure that each bones is exactly what where I want it must be. Yeah, my English today is rather weak. I'm sorry. End of the day, I worked like all day.
Everything is good. It's only beginning, as always. And would you say, for instance, you did say that it's actually great to incorporate this service in your beauty list, because like you say, you have permanent makeup, people coming quite rare, and then you have people for microneedling coming much often. So how often can you get the clients in for microneedling? What would you recommend?
Normally, I'd like to have them each 2 weeks or 10 days. For better effect, we need about 7 procedures, 7 times, and result will be amazing.
So maximum 2 weeks. You have to wait 2 weeks before between the treatments.
Yes. And better to do it like a course, you know. 7 procedures, or better, you can start with 5.
And mainly ask, since some of our viewers have not done it, or they have no idea how much to charge, especially using universal cartridges, what is your typical cost of the microneedling? How much do you charge in Estonia?
For example,
actually, I have someone else asking exactly the same question. You see, I'm reading your mind, Ms. Goldberg.
Let's count, for example, how much do you pay for a cosmetologist in your country, right? For one visit of cosmetologist, for example, for the как называется эта процедура, которую мы сегодня обсуждали? Нет, микронедлинг это да, а
Mesotherapy.
Mesotherapy, yeah. For example, here in Estonia, it's about 100, 120, right? So it could be the same, but you know, there's the main difference between mesotherapy and microneedling. For example, mesotherapy, when cosmetologists use this, it must be doctor, first of all. And then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with one needle. But here we have 6 needles, and machine works about 100
points per second, right? Or per minute? Per minute?
Yes, per minute, I think. So you can count that we do about 1 million of injections, but of course not so deep. But also what we do, we are шлифуем. Resurfacing the after acne scars, or these wrinkles, everything what we can do.
Actually, it's a very good point, good comparison about. So basically, the main advice, if you don't know which price to put for the microneedling, you can find out how much the cosmetologists in your country charge or in your city for mesotherapy, because this is more or less it's kind of the same, but in this case, you having actually much more beats per minute because it's a machine and you have so many needles at the same time in this cartridge. So you have six needles and the machine works about 100 beats per minute. So imagine how many little holes you make in the skin. So basically you put a lot of product inside and it's actually much more faster. But in case of mesotherapy, Olga, do you go a little bit deeper?
We are not allowed to do anything more than 1 millimeter inside of the skin, right?
Yes.
So we can't go deeper.
No, but мезотерапия, самая разница, что она чуть глубже, правильно? Но там одна игла всего, или там несколько.
Там идет, переведи, немножко не соображу в этих терминах, идет немножко другое влияние. Там идет наполнение гиалуронкой внутри них слоев кожи, а здесь я прям верхние слои вношу там, где кожа наша обезвожена и нуждается в этом.
So with mesotherapy, you kind of work slightly deeper and it's a little bit of different process. So you feel the skin with hyaluronic acid on a deeper levels. In this case, in microneedling, you actually apply the hyaluronic acid and resurface the skin, especially the much higher parts of the skin, which actually usually very dry, dehydrated, very tired. So you work on this surface to make, so that's why you have the result pretty much fast.
And also the same contradictions, you can't go on direct sun after. Okay, like use the SPF not less than 50, right?
After for how long you cannot go in the sun? So for 1 week after microneedling treatment, you cannot go in the sun and always use SPF 50. So no sunbathing and SPF 50.
And also this is a very good way to have the new clients, you know, because a lot of technicians for now, they are doing the procedure of permanent makeup and a lot of competitors there. But with this procedure, you will be maybe the new one in your place, in your city, and you can provide this kind of procedure for your client or for the new client who maybe come back to your for the permanent makeup. You can see now it's very visible. The skin is really red. I just did cheeks and now I'm gonna do the chin and after that forehead and after that neck. Сейчас меня не снимай, мне нужно секундочку промокнуть лицо.
And you avoid the eye area and the lips, correct? А можно на губах делать?
Yeah.
Нельзя?
Можно. Только герпес может быть.
So basically, if you notice, Olga avoid the eye area and the lips, but there is a possibility you can work over the lip area. The only thing, if the client have tendency to get the sore cold, it's possibly that it might trigger it.
It's a permanent makeup.
But actually, there is a possibility as well to work over lips.
With a chin, we do like this. Also, back and forth, back and forth.
So you always advise for the back and forth movement.
Yeah.
Why not circular movement?
We can. It's avoid to do any circle movements because you can scratch the skin of the client too much. And some of my some of my customers ask me if the Amiea produce like more needles. Why only 6? 6 is not enough, you know. Because you see now it's a little bit bleeding, and this 6-point needle, what is rather far away from each other, they do penetration very well. But if it's more needles, so we have this effect of umbrella. So it's just jumping on the skin and it's not coming in. And these 6 needles come in exactly where I want, right? Understand?
Yeah, exactly. For me, I learned so much new. It's perfect. It's a great explanation. You don't need always to have so much different needles or pigments or so on. You just need to have the right one. Because nowadays, I think the competition and everyone try to come up with something, but in reality, you don't need so much. You only get confused. So,
for example, I tried a lot of cartridges for the eyebrows or lips treatments, but you know, I always come back to 1-point needle because it's very, very precise. You know, I can control everything. It's penetrate absolutely where I want this needle to be. With a lot of needles, it will be always more superficial. Then more needles, then more superficial. It depends of the goal, what you want to achieve.
I see there's many
I
new.
want to be inside of the skin, you know, that's
Yeah,
why. The
I see.
forehead is most sensitive area. So I try to do I try to take the skin very сжать ее, да, как сказать?
To like hold it,
Yeah,
hold it, squeeze it a little bit.
with it, yes, because otherwise it will be very, very painful.
And as you can
Because
see, it's
there
still
is
working back and forth.
Less skin in this area.
And which machine are you using now?
Hmm?
Which machine are you using now? Какой ты машинкой работаешь? Ну, я имею в виду
Какой?
H2, H2 же,
Power
по-моему,
Babe.
да?
Power Babe.
Power Bay. Just there's so many new
My
of you
favorite
joining.
machine
just
ever.
just to finalize, because some of you joining us just now. So we are doing the advanced microneedling treatment with Olga Kravchenko using our new Universal MICRONEEDLING Cartridges, which can be easily bought from the distributors or from the shop Amiea.com. So we have 3 cartridge, 2 6 plates, 1.5 millimeters and another 1.0 millimeters. So at the moment we're using 0.5 millimeter 6 plate on the skin because this is a cartridge which advised to use on the skin. The 1 millimeter 6 plate is best to use for medical microneedling, for scars, stretch marks, and so on. And then we also have the 18 plate with the plastic needles, not the medical grade steel needles, which used more as a peeling, as a preparation of the skin. So the machine we are using H2 Power Babe, which is have 3.5 stroke length, and the speed we have maximum 10. At the moment, Ольга used number 2. И ты всегда используешь двойку на скорости или иногда меняешь в зависимости от кожи?
Sometimes I use 1.
So basically the average speed is either 1 or 2, and the maximum speed in our power unit is 10. So the speed is kind of quite low. When you always have to work back and forth, never do the circle movements, always back and forth. And we are using hyaluronic acid based product for microneedling, which is from Vital range, but if you can't get it, you can use other brands for these purposes.
But actually, you can ask me or your distributor about these substances because, as I know, it produced in Switzerland, so it's very high quality and especially produced for our needs. You know, as a microneedling rejuvenation.
Well, I actually think you should ask more Olga. First of all, she does incredible training in microneedling, so you can actually contact her for the training, and you can also, she can explain you everything about the products, and you can order it directly from her as well.
Of course, I can work more, but our life is not, you know, so long. Mostly I work until I see the first blood, you know, like blood points, red points.
And usually this is, you advise it to everyone else. So if you start seeing blood, you advise to stop and continue in the next treatment, right?
No, I just work on the one place until I see the redness and a little bit like, you know, very small dots of red point of blood. You mustn't see, you know, this bleeding lines, no. As in with the old style microneedling with 9 magnum or something, they do so big trauma. This is more soft and more precise work. Your client will feel very good. After all, tomorrow maybe she will have the redness. It depends of the skin type. But after tomorrow, she will be really okay. And no scalp, no long regeneration, восстановительный процесс.
Regeneration process.
Regeneration process only a couple of days. So she can go and live her life until from tomorrow. And I remember with me and Elena Nikorov, 10 years ago, we were in Berlin for this training, and we made the training we made the training of this procedure with the Supreme, and we did this procedure. I'm for her and she for me. And after that, we went to the KaDeWe to take some oysters and champagne with this kind of redness on the faces. Everyone looks at us like, wow.
Señores, pomidoros.
Tomatoes.
But obviously, you also don't advise to use makeup, of course, after this treatment.
Yes.
For how many days?
Yes. I think tomorrow better not to use any makeup, but after tomorrow it's okay.
And no saunas, no swimming pools, no beach.
Like a couple of days, yes. And mostly important to save
Out
from
of
the
the
sun. And this area, better not to touch, okay? This area, щитовидка.
So the gland, thyroid gland is, please avoid the area of a thyroid glands.
Also, you can use it for the hands.
Actually, that's very good. So you can use it for the face, for the neck, for the décolleté, for the hands, for the scars, for the stretch marks. What about the head? Can you use it for the head to stimulate hair growth?
I don't know, maybe. I need to.
Why not? We can invent the treatment.
I never use it. But as we know, this derma roller with some surface, normally we can use it. I remember what to compare with derma roller, right? Derma roller, what is, you know, you just work like this. Yeah. But it's better than derma roller.
And what would you say that microneedling will improve? So basically, it will hydrate the skin. So what is the main improvements will be in the skin after microneedling? Regeneration.
Yes, hydration, peeling. Also, it's very good. It's very good for the first lines. Even it's good for deep lines, wrinkles. Lines, wrinkles.
Yeah, lines, wrinkles.
And as I remember, on our education about this in theory, wrinkles become less on 50%.
Wow.
На 50% уменьшаются морщины.
After one treatment?
Нет, после курса.
После course. So after the course of 7 treatments, the wrinkle appear 50% less than before the microneedling. So it really works.
Yes. What we have to do now? Now we have to wait until all this serum will go inside of the skin. So this влажность уйдет, впитается, да?
So we have to wait for all the serum to be absorbed by the skin to make sure the skin is not anymore wet and shiny. So to make sure all the product went inside the skin.
И после этого я рекомендую успокоить кожу. В принципе, можно купить любую маску. Это биоцеллюлезная маска.
After Olga recommend to use any mask to calm down the skin. So for instance, this one is a biocellulose mask.
Any company. Any company you can find. To make the skin calm. And you can leave this mask for about 20 minutes. And the clients will be appreciate for that after. You see how much is red.
So basically, yeah, this will help to calm the skin down.
Yes.
And for the hands, are you also going to use the 6 plate 0.5 millimeters needle?
Yes, but mostly nobody asked me about hands separately, but I can do it right now, for example. Yes, after face, I can go to the hands or to the décolleté. It depends how much time you have and how much work you would like to do with this certain client.
But actually, the hand microneedling is something very different, and it's something which many women and men are struggling, because hands are the one who sold your age the most. And I think microneedling can really target this problem too.
Absolutely true.
And can become a very popular treatment on your service list.
It's this is a very good way not to need too much training, you know, for this, but it's good way to have extra income or add more client to your list, you know.
Exactly. And you can work with your oven machine, which you know, which you get used to. You don't need much extras. All you need is a universal cartridges.
Don't need to buy any new machine. Just buy the cartridges, substances, and work.
Thank you, Emily, for your comment. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. Emily from the UK, she's also our ambassador, and she works a lot with scars.
Emily, so I sent you one student for a basic course from Japan.
Wonderful. You see how good it is in cooperation. But actually, Emily have a great results on the scars with microneedling. Yeah, so if you actually, this is something for the beauty, it's so good, but many have scars and stretch marks, and microneedling can really help you. This life is more about the basically the beauty microneedling, but if you are interested, we can do some more lives which is more dedicated to the scar camouflage and some stretch marks, which is also in a high demand.
I think I will leave my model just to sleep a little bit with the mask, but after this mask, I also have a special cream, serum. Sorry, it's a lot of Skin Protect Moisturizer, also by Amiea. I can use this special cream for, как сказать, для защиты и успокоения кожи, for safe
to calm the skin down and to protect. Is it have SPF this cream?
No.
This cream?
No. I don't think. I need to check. Maybe. By the way.
So if you cannot get hold on Vital range for microneedling, you can also use other calming creams. Of course, please check the ingredients, so there is no aggressive ingredients inside, but usually there is many other also brands which can give you all the range.
Yeah. So I think here with this area we are done. But if you have any question, I'm ready. I'm with you.
Actually, this is the best, you know, because usually there's lots of questions, but because you were doing demonstration, you can really see clearly exactly, because you can speak so much, but when you see one time, you really can understand it. Especially everyone who joined us is already a professional PMU artist. And I see all your comments.
I have something to show one more time. Something to show more. This is the plate with 18 plastic needles. It's also, you know, like not stable. It's this moving with the surface, and this needles, those needles are not so strong as the metal one. Actually, before we worked with them, and how to work with them with these needles, because if you're afraid of metal needles, for example.
So this is now the 18 plate, the plastic ones.
Yes, it's also good, by the way, for younger skin, for a good peeling and rejuvenation. Anyway, it's better than just you know to put the cream on the skin or put the serum on the skin. You can also put here some serum inside and also on surface, and work like this, not with back and forth, but like work like this.
The circle movement. So you are using a circle movement.
Press deeper and work with the circle movements. Very good pressure. And this is absolutely perfect for younger skin, for thin skin, for very good peeling. And also it's good for small wrinkles, for just the fine lines, you know, not deep lines. Before we worked with them, it's also very good. And now, even now, I can feel these needles through the gloves. And you can just go around all the face.
So the 18, our other 18 plate plastic needles are perfect for younger skin. It's also have a great effect. You can use the circle movements for that. And what kind of speed are you using for 18 plate?
The same, everything the same, but movements are circle. Even now, I removed my gloves and the skin is red. Yes, so it works. It really go through the gloves.
Would you also advise this needle for some more sensitive type of skin?
Yes, yes, of course. And also you can use it with not with the skin without the big problem.
Okay.
For example, for teenagers with you know, this after acne skin, with for example serum, this hydration serum for a younger skin as well. Before we used only this. We didn't have this metallic. It also was good.
Perfect. Wow, we are so grateful for this demonstration. Please don't forget that Olga offered the training, not just in microneedling, in everything, in permanent makeup, in areola, in all areas of semi-permanent makeup, but particularly in microneedling as well. Please contact us or contact Olga directly if you want to learn more, because obviously there is so much more you can learn, because life is obviously short and we cannot give you all information.
We have a lot of theory as well about this procedure, about all contains of the serums, about pro and zyprotiv.
Everything, like all ins and outs of this treatment, there is everything is contained in Olga's course. So yeah, it was wonderful, and I'm so grateful for all your attention and all your nice comments. It was really nice to see you, and this live will be saved. It will be posted also on YouTube, so you can come anytime and rewatch it and get all the tips, because even me, I learned so much. So Olga, thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Please help me on the live, because I also would like to put it on my
yes, of course,
Instagram as well.
Okay. And also Thank you for the Olga's assistant as well. I know you was also working hard. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Everything was very easy.
We work from the morning, so it's already like almost 11 hours here.
Okay, so we're not gonna hold you anymore. We are so grateful. Thank you for comments, Ruler Beauty Salon. Thank you so much for your hearts and everyone else. And we're going to see you very soon. If you want to know more about microneedling or different areas, hand microneedling, let us know and we can create another live or YouTube information about that. By the way, Olga have loads of training videos on our YouTube channel at Amiea International. So you can also see some hair strokes videos and so on. So please follow us and we will see you very soon. Olga, thank you so much. Love you as always. And have a great evening. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.